What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And to my right, we have the most dastardly, evil, conniving, wicked, underhanded, deceitful, ratchet
Hey, I've
nigga in
been called
all
worse. I've
of
been called worse.
Alabama.
You know,
Landlord from Alabama. How you living, my boy?
I'm living righteous, unlike you. You know what I'm
Why?
saying? I'm
How
living
you
righteous.
how you come in line?
But yeah, man. Let's talk about what's going on here, Mr. ATM. What you got going?
Bro, we all seen the preseason game. And
Unfortunately, yes. I seen it
unfortunately,
live, but
so my real question to you, man, because we forget there was not only the debut of some players we haven't seen, there was also Brian Schottenheimer's coaching debut.
play
So
calling debut.
yeah, for the Dallas Cowboys anyway. So I really want to know, man, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you grading Brian Schottenheimer's first outing as the Dallas Cowboys head coach? I know it's preseason,
Yeah,
but how are you grading it? What are some of the decisions that you did like, some of the decisions you didn't like? And we'll just go from there.
I'm a tough teacher. All the toughest teachers was the ones that I appreciated, and I still remember them to this day, and they had the biggest impacts on my life. So shout out to them. All the ones that let you skip and don't even call your mom and them. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about them. So I'm a tough teacher. So I might have to give them an F. Real talk. A big old fat F. Because guess what? You had too many penalties. You wasn't playing the players that you should have played. We didn't really get to evaluate nobody. We didn't learn much of anything. And we looked at like a big, jumbled, sloppy mess out there. So, I mean, how could you rate him anything higher than that? You got all these illegal formation penalties back to back, and you're getting holding calls. You're getting too many penalties. So, in a preseason game, what is your main objective, HTM? In a preseason game, your main objective is to evaluate. Were you really able to do that?
Not too much, not too much.
So therefore, I'm gonna give him a big fat flaming F.
All right, so for one of your arguments, let's break it down. Not just, head coach and stuff, play calling. Oh,
I ain't even touch on that, but go ahead.
yeah, so like play calling. Because I know you were the person that originally said this, and I get this from you, and I do agree with it. Even if the quarterback does not get the wide receiver the ball, if your play design gets somebody wide but booty naked open, you had a successful play design, correct?
That's facts. That's true.
Right, and there were multiple times, just from the play calling standpoint. I don't agree with, him throwing the ball 6 straight times to start the game.
That might be more play design though than
Yeah,
play
so
calling.
okay, I'll give you that
Cause
too.
now I'm thinking about it. If you also it's a catch 22 here, and it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna let you get back cooking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a catch 22 when you think about it, because you also gotta take into account the skill level of the quarterback that you have. See what I'm saying?
That's
So if
true.
he can't do that, you shouldn't be doing that. You see what I'm saying? So it's still it's iffy, man. Just go ahead. My fault.
No, you good.
It's iffy though.
You okay, and I get that. But this is preseason. How he know the nigga couldn't do it?
He
You
been
know?
watching them all off season.
Exactly. But if he been doing it in practice, making these same throws, and then I dial it up and you're 20 yards off, is that really on me or is that on you, Joe?
That's on the execution for sure. That's on the
'Cause
execution.
We always talk about, guys like Eric Scott. Like you out here looking like Deion Sanders reincarnated.
When ain't nobody looking,
Yeah, then the lights on, like, oh shit, I'm trash
you
now.
turn into a pumpkin all of a sudden.
Yeah, so it might be something similar to Joe, because folks were really saying, like, hey, he was like 8 or 10 today on his pass attempts. He was this much on pass attempts, and he did this, and then woo. He might be one of those training camp diehards, and he might not be a gamer.
That's what I was asking you, because that's why I still go back to saying I'm giving Schotty bad grades. Because guess what? If Joe Milton showed you he's not that guy, you shouldn't have been calling those type of plays. Real talk. You supposed to call plays that make him look good. In the first half of the game, you didn't do that. He looks very bad, actually. And then he got more comfortable down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Schotty got a little groove. Of course, this is the first game. I'm not just saying it's the end of the world. But if you asking me to grade this game, I'm giving him what he deserved. Real talk. Because I expect better. I expect more. You know what I'm saying? I expect this to be a good winning team. I expect that. I expected us to come out here and be a better team. At least not getting all these penalties. At least not looking sloppy and looking like we don't know what we doing. Listen, y'all been installing these plays all offseason, and next thing you know, all I see is you not being able to execute normal formations and stuff like that. You said it's vanilla, but why are you getting illegal formation penalties against you? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Like, these are irresponsible young coach issues that we might have to deal with throughout the rest of the year. Like, and that's unfortunate because I feel like, of course, he's a hybrid. He's a hybrid coach. He's a first-year head coach, but at the same time, he got all this experience. So, of course, I'm not going to grade you on the same scale as Ben Johnson or Kellen Moore. I'm not going to grade you on the same scale as them because you got all this coaching experience. And you a son of a coach. So, I mean, hey, if anybody's supposed to pick it up quick, I feel like that should be you.
Yeah, I don't see it the same way in regards to his experience giving him an overt advantage, over the other guys. Because it's still some shit he ain't never did. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking the written part on the driver's test, longer than everybody else. You still ain't drove a fucking car before.
True.
You like hell. Matter of fact, you take the driver test. It's a fucking stick. You ain't never drove stick before.
But I think this the best example right here. So, now it's a screwed up example, but it's an example nonetheless.
It's gonna be wild. So I'm listening.
Listen. If you happen to be on a plane, right, and a pilot passed out, he can't fly no more. Mm-hmm. Would you want somebody who got a little pilot experience? You know what I'm saying? He just play pilot on the game every now and then. He driving planes at school on the computer. He ain't really got his hands on yet. Or would you want the guy who used to do it 30 years ago? Like he was a co-pilot for 30 years. So which one would you trust the most with your life in that plane? Because a co-pilot don't fly. Unless, they might do it and, like, give them a break or something.
I say, if they done flew, that's different, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a little bit, though. It's still a little. He's a co-pilot. He's not even the pilot.
He's not even the pilot.
Because what a OC is? He a co-pilot.
He called the plays. Like,
he a co-pilot. He's not flying the car. I mean, flying the plane. Flying the car is crazy.
Flying the car is
we
crazy.
Supposed to been had flying cars since Y2K, so I don't feel bad about
it. The Jetsons sold me a dream.
Man, I thought I was so crazy. I thought when I woke up on New Year's Day 2000, I just knew cars was gonna be flying after that, and I was disappointed. I've been disappointed ever since.
They can't give niggas no flying car. You know how kind of fuckery you gonna get into.
Man, I be flying all around this thing. But nah, man, for real, like, which one would you trust the most with your life?
You put me in a very fucked up situation.
Because you know the answer.
No, because I'm trying to see, has a co-pilot ever flown before? Like, is there a prerequisite to be a co-pilot?
Let's act like, okay, I'm not 100% versed with co-pilots, but let's just act like co-pilots don't fly much, and they do it every now and then.
Then the co-pilot, but Schotty wouldn't be a co-pilot because he ain't never did this shit before.
So you don't think at least a day or two the coach went there and he had to take over? Like, bro, yes he did, bro.
No, he did.
Yes he have,
no,
man.
He did.
He did something similar to this, bro. He have. He done had a day. Bro, the way Pete Carroll is, man, I'm sure he probably be like, yeah, Brian, just run it today. Like, it's your turn. Like, I bet money he did stuff like that. He done ran that damn team a couple of days, bro. I'm sorry. I can't believe that out of 85 years of coaching, you ain't never assumed the position of a head coach in none of them situations, at least for a day or two, a week. Nothing? Come on,
Man, nah.
I don't believe it.
Listen.
You might be right, but I don't believe it.
You can't even hand over the responsibility of a head coaching job for a day. They be done fuck some stuff up.
Man, you done fired somebody and everything.
Like, well, man, hold on.
I can't stand that, motherfucker.
You went too far. That ain't what I meant.
This was a simulation. You went and took it for real. But nah, what I'm saying is,
I think I would take the co-pilot.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Schotty would fall in there.
Let's say even if he never flew before, but he's been around pilots all this time. Would you take somebody who's been actively inside that plane, right by a pilot all this time, compared to somebody who just played it on a video game? Not a video game, but I'm going to say like in college, in a simulation. Like he's never really did hands-on flying.
Because you see, I think I have to take the co-pilot.
You got to because he at least been there and he's been around pilots for all his life. I'm sure it's times that he done took the damn wheel. I'm just saying. I'm saying, hey, Jesus take the wheel. He done played low-key Jesus a couple times.
He took the wheel.
He took the wheel a couple He took the wheel a couple times, man. I ain't crazy, man. I just think with logic. You know, it's possible that I'm wrong, but I'm almost sure that I'm close to right if I'm not right.
I just feel like the stuff that people think about with head coaching is about the game management. It's about the day-to-day activities of running the show. You know, it's about who to trust with what, delegating and different shit like that. I just don't feel, you know, him being offensive coordinator, you know, gives him an upper hand in calling the plays. You know, there's some shit he done before. We comfortable with it, and you know, he can hire somebody, you know, that he can trust to delegate some of the installs and stuff with. You know, I think that gives him an advantage. But I don't think there's anything you can do outside of being a head coach, you know, to actually prepare you, you know, for some of those decisions that you got to make. Like he never had to directly deal with an owner before either. You know, like dealing with Jerry Jones is the first time that he had to directly deal with an owner and decisions about a franchise. I don't think there's anything that he could have done up to this point to prepare him for that, especially fuck with Jerry Jones.
The one thing I will say, so you don't think a coach's son would be prepared for that at all, though? Like, he's been in the business forever. Like, when
I'm
he
not saying
got this
prepared. I'm just saying, like,
wait a minute.
Go ahead, man.
Not to say listen, when he got this job here, he had his shit written already. Like, he probably had binders, notebooks. You know what I'm saying? He already was prepared, bro. He had to be. If he wasn't, he's irresponsible.
No, he got that, but Kellen had that too. That's my point. Like, he has his longer. But like
yeah, he was able to edit his shit so many times.
He had to blow the dust.
He had to blow the dust out that like a Nintendo cartridge. Yeah. He had to blow it. But yeah, man. So I'm just saying, he's not your typical coach, bro. Like, I'll say that he is definitely a hybrid. He's a hybrid, bro. I'm not doing it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? We different. We different for a reason. I'm not giving you a clean slate like you a brand new coach. I'm not. Not you, Schotty. Hell, nope. I'm not doing it. I probably should, but I'm just not. I'm sorry. Sometimes, you know, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Hell no, I'm not doing it. Let me know. Hey, let landlord know if he wrong. Hey, I could take constructive criticism. I'm not gonna be always right, but I'm not doing it. So I just want y'all to know that.
Listen. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that you have no merit in feeling like he possibly could have, you know, some sort of advantage by being around the industry his entire life. It just isn't a given. Nor do I believe there's anything that he could have done as an offensive coordinator or just watching his daddy. Like, his daddy, like you said, his daddy been a head coach his entire life, right? What? Just because you seen your daddy work, don't mean you know exactly what the hell your daddy had to go through on a day-to-day basis for that shit to work out the way that it did.
That's true. It's not in detail, but I mean, this man been a coach forever. His daddy was a legendary coach. He probably in the locker room with him and everything.
In the office, yeah.
He doing it all.
He was around everything.
Everything, bro. Come on, man.
But man, you talk about some shit. That nigga was 10 or some of that shit. That nigga was studying that shit like that.
You seen they train Peyton them up from little boys.
Yo.
Right?
Yeah.
They got the video, the VCR tapes. Training Eli and Peyton them running into each other and stuff like that.
I seen those uncoordinated motherfuckers out there.
They prepared Michael Jackson them from a kid. I don't want to hear it, bro.
They were beating shit out of Michael.
And he came out the greatest motherfucker ever. Hey.
Hit the note, nigga.
We say, Joe was a crazy man, but he made some hell of a children, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made a goat. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, is that the process that you got to take? Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, ain't no telling.
But, yeah, man, I got one more thing I want to say before I go.
What's up?
I'm going to ask you this. Did Schotty's comments, because I ain't going to hold you. When I heard this, I started cursing instantly. Like, it pissed me off. When he said, yeah, I threw my first flag yesterday, you know, I was just happy. I told the Joneses that I appreciate them for being here and, like, letting me be here. Like, that gives me happy to be here vibes. I don't want my coach happy to be here. Like, I'm talking about, like, in the sense to where, like, they probably the only ones that would have gave me that shot. Like, boy, I'm lucky that they gave me this opportunity. Like, nah, because if you got a well-decorated coach, he going to be like, yeah, I deserve to be here. It ain't about no, hey, man, I'm so happy I threw a flag. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. You can go back to his interview. I had a face of disgust when I heard that. No lie. I swear to God, I was like, what? You threw a flag? That's what you want to talk about after the performance that y'all just showed us? And you talking about, I just threw a flag for the first time. Really? All right, Brian. That ain't what we on, bro. We not on that. I'm not finna let you swindle me out of holding you accountable. I know you talk great and all that, bro, but we got real shit we trying to accomplish here. You ain't gonna be able to smooth talk me out your way. No, landlord is still here to stay. I'm not going nowhere and I'm on your neck. You better come back with it and deliver it. That didn't make you feel no kind of way. You might have not did. You probably didn't hear it though.
I didn't hear it, but you know,
he said these words exactly. He threw a flag for the first time, and because they was asking him about the game, and he made that little joke like, I threw the flag for the first time. Then they asked him. He mentioned that he was like appreciated the Joneses and working with them. Like, you gotta hear it, bro. I hate you ain't here because you can really get the tone of it. It sounds like somebody happy to be here. Real talk. And that's not the type of mentality that you want your coach in. Now, people that's want to go at landlord, don't think I'm just saying that he's supposed to be mad at work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you shouldn't be just overly thrilled that you got a shot. Like, oh my God, he gave me a shot. No, the people who deserve that shot don't look at it like that. You see what I'm saying? If you was unqualified, you will look at it like that. If you qualified, you like, yeah, I supposed to be here. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, but I'm not, I would have got one somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? Like, somebody else would have gave me one. And we see throughout his whole career, nobody else gave him one. He turned down a job or so, but y'all see what I'm saying. So I don't want you to be, oh, I love the Joneses or whatever y'all say. I'm just happy to be here. We got to watch Schotty, man. We got to watch him.
Man, I'll go peep it out before I give a opinion on it. It might be a nothing burger. It might be something.
Might be, because I'm crazy, too, sometimes.
You are crazy as a motherfucker. But
sometimes.
You know, that's part of your charm. That's why people like you.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe
not. They don't know what the hell you're going to say or do. So I think that's why they rock with your land. But I don't know, man, because I understand to an extent because, like you said, nobody else gave him a shot. You know, he believed in his heart of hearts he was never going to be a head coach again in the National Football League. He talked about it, missed his opportunity. You know, like when it comes to like hiring coaches, they like to hire the fresh, young, new thing. When he was that, he turned down some jobs to try to stay down and do this and do that, and like they passed him by at that point. He wasn't a high commodity anymore. Imagine like Jason Garrett. Imagine if Jason Garrett turned down his one opportunity with the Dallas Cowboys. You think that he would have been?
He would have never got another opportunity.
So that's how it works. That's just how it works. And Jason Garrett went on. I know that we didn't really like Jason Garrett like that, but he was at one point Coach of the Year in the National Football League. So, it's really just like with playing, with coaching. You got to seize your opportunity when they come. Like Schotty opportunity passed, and he thought it was never gonna come back around again. So, to finally be fulfilling your dream, late in life, after going through decades of thinking that it was over with. I understand why he's a little giddy. I can understand the human aspect of the shit, but I also understand where you coming from with like that may be how you feel, but you ain't always gotta wear on your sleeve.
Yeah. I just want you to be, that guy. Act like you've been here before. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always tell you. You ain't never been there before, but act like you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be so loud with it. You know what I'm saying? So tacky with it. You know what I'm saying? Understand where you at in the situation, man. And don't feed into the Joneses. That's the worst way to be. Now, I'm going to give him a bone before I go. He might have the cheat code to where you just be so cool with the Joneses that you still be able to operate around them and get what you need. That could be his method. You know what I'm saying? He's such a likable guy. He might have charmed everybody, and they just like him so much that they'll support him. Because we know that this operation ain't going nowhere without the Joneses meddling. So it's two different ways you can handle meddling. You can handle it and being on their side and being the best friend of them, and they might not want to ruin you as much, or either you go head-to-head with them and try your best. So it looked like Schotty took the other way. But, hey, man, I think this was a good little show, a little snippet for him, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like and share for the squad that will not charge a card, man. And let us know. Give us some feedback in the comments to some of the stuff that we thought about or talked about in this video. Y'all make sure y'all participate. We need class participation, and we appreciate y'all.
Yes, indeed, man. It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. Appreciate everybody for locking in and rocking with us, man. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all chose to slide in here and rock out with Cowboys Convos, man. So we appreciate y'all. And, yeah, man, listen, we still doing big things over here. Land just got back, from the City of Angels, even though he is a demon. I'm finna go out to Dallas and cover the Cowboys open practice. So y'all make sure that y'all bless the Cash Apps, man. We will bring y'all exclusive, one-of-a-kind content when we go. So mine is $ Henny DeMoore's. His is Landlord 723. When y'all catch us on the playback, hit the Cash App, man. It goes a long way. But in the words of my brother West Coast Cowboy, man, never look down because the star is up. Peace.
Peace.